Welcome to the recap of the NBA Finals. I know it's been kind of a week. This is the Salt and Pepper Podcast presented by, we got a lot of sponsors. It's been a while. Burger King James. As you've seen in the back, I had my first Whopper in about 2 years, a couple weeks ago, and it was phenomenal. They got the chicken fries. Burger King is on the comeback. And speaking of kings, we got a new king in town, Steph Curry, the king of it all. Finally getting his ring. It's been, since we kind of touched on, it was kind of an we weren't sure of who was going to pull away. It seems like forever since it's happened now. But a lot of legacy talks, a lot of about the Warriors. I feel like it's more about the Warriors and more about Steph Curry, but we'll get into what our thoughts are wrapping up the NBA season, because it's been an interesting season. Really has maybe a little bit dull of a playoffs for the games at least, but nevertheless, pretty exciting season as always. So Burger King, we're going to kick it over to Reggie himself. Thoughts on the Dubs squad getting the fourth ring? Just initial thoughts, raw, keep it raw. Like, what were you thinking when the Warriors won? Happy, sad? What was it?
I mean, I was salt, obviously. I saw it coming after game 5, I believe. It was 3-2. I didn't really think. I think Boston just ran out of steam. Like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they were running around like headless chickens, bro. They had zero IQ. Like they just ran out of intelligence and steam. It was bad. But the Warriors, I mean, the Warriors will do what the Warriors do. Steph does what Steph does. Finally got his Finals MVP. I saw a tweet. He has won 4 trophies this year. The Western Conference Finals MVP, All-Star Game MVP, Finals MVP, and the NBA champion. So he had the perfect season for himself. So hats off to Steph. I can't hate on Steph. But the reason I have this background is to remind everyone that LeBron is still the king. Steph is still not at his level yet. I've seen a lot of tweets, a lot of debates saying Steph is or has surpassed LeBron's level just because he also has 4 rings, blah, 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 XYZ, best shooter ever. No, look at the stats, man. Look at the career. It's not even close. So LeBron's still the king. But that's my 2 cents.
Jersey Jones, you agree pretty much with that? Warriors talk?
Yeah. So my initial gut reaction to the finals was game 6 came around and I was just straight up pissed off. I mean, I hate the Warriors so much. And they're the corniest celebrators of all time. And to top it off, there's nothing worse than a sore winner. So just watching Draymond Green and those guys just act the way they did was just tomfoolery all the way around. The only good thing that came of it was Klay Thompson got too drunk and ran over his own fan.
It was a charge.
I thought the feet were moving.
A charge.
Nah, fuck Klay.
She definitely didn't beat him to the spot. I'll just leave it at that.
Tell you one man who is happy, and that's Newman. Got his flowers, got his ring. I'm in the Newman, I didn't hear your thoughts because I'm in the process of pulling up what you were saying when you were drunk last week, because I think the fans need to hear filtered, of course, what you were saying. But yeah, no, go ahead. What are you still celebrating? We know you got drunk for the game.
Oh yeah. Super happy the Warriors won. I said it, game 6, Warriors going to smack them. I mean, that's that. I'm not going to dig too far into it, but I don't think, Steph Curry is obviously not LeBron's level, but it does raise some questions about some of his accolades now, how many rings he has, because if you look at it, it's kind of equal to LeBron right now, except for, if you look at stats.
Go ahead and stop.
But that's why people are speculating. But I'm with you guys. I'm going to stop on that because LeBron is definitely better.
They had to make up 3 trophies just so he got 4 this year. So knock it off.
Oh,
yeah,
also,
let's give him the MVP of the
win.
semis too. Fuck it.
Hey, also, when it comes to the parade, let the team enjoy their W. They can be fools. They're the champs.
The problem is they're not cool.
I do understand that.
That's just you that's you hating them.
No, they're a bunch of buffoons. Like
When did
20
Draymond Green become cool? Like, when did that happen? When did Klay Thompson
Dude.
become the guy to be around? Like,
Never.
He's
like
not.
knock it off right now. The guy
Also-
rolled up to the parade in his own boat and lost his victory hat. Like, this is not somebody that's Mr. Cool.
And then walked out on the bus with a $10 pirate ship captain hat.
Yeah, those that's like pretty that's a fucking nerd move. I know.
Also,
I know.
Draymond.
I gotta put some word in for the boys, you know.
I mean, I get it. I mean, they just won their 4th ring. Big time for them. They probably think they're hot shit. They're going to the Hall of Fame, et cetera, et cetera. Draymond dropping F-bombs on multiple interviews. He's not going to get interviewed again, man.
Bro, you won. I mean, what is he not? He's not like he's just not going to act that way. He's champion.
I mean, no, that's fine. But he was going out of his way to do it. Like he said, "Is this live TV?" Yes. Oh, fuck him. Like you know, he was good.
I think
going out of his way to make a scene.
After their week off or however long they get, I mean, they're definitely gonna have to circle back to Draymond's performance. So, like once the next season rolls around, they're definitely gonna like consider some things like Draymond. What the fuck?
Like,
You
let's
know?
be real. Like, actual discussion. Look at Draymond's stats the last couple years. People are calling him a Hall of Fame player. Is that the statistics of a Hall of Fame player?
No, 100%
He's
no.
not,
But he's
he's not.
going to be a Hall of Fame player. He will be.
That's what
and
grinds
and
my
we all
gears.
know that. Yeah. Like
Somebody that
put
just
him,
doesn't deserve to be there is going to be there.
put him on the Portland Trailblazers. He's just another guy.
How about let's just
Okay,
go back
chill.
2 years.
But that
Like,
Would
that
a year
never.
ago, he was trash.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
Yeah,
I have
literally.
a question.
No, that's a
and
great point.
I know. Would you consider Draymond is? This is how I think of Draymond. And don't get all fired up when I say this. He plays like a Dennis Rodman role, but Dennis Rodman obviously has way better stats than him. He plays a Dennis Rodman role. That's why they need him. Like, don't you notice the
he's just
similarities
he's a
between?
glue guy. Like, you know,
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. He's the one who's going to talk shit, get scrappy.
you don't deserve
Set
to
the
be in the
tone.
Hall of Fame because you're a good glue guy. Like, that's ridiculous.
But the issue is with the Hall of Fame is he will
I
get
don't
it.
think he should be in the Hall of Fame, but I mean,
You could
I don't
make an
think he should be in
argument
the Hall
like
of Fame,
that.
to be
Like,
honest.
I love Dennis Rodman. You can make the argument Dennis Rodman shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame if he is.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think he is.
the dude could, like, he was a one facet player. He played defense and rebounded the ball. Like,
Yeah, but I
Also-
think they consider other things than that when they get into the Hall of Fame. Like, it's totally biased. It's subjective. Totally.
who gets to vote
Like-
on the Hall of Fame? That's the question.
It's like
I don't know.
media, ex-players, you know, all that shit,
But
like the NBA
if-
All-Star game.
Dude, like,
you
why
think
does
of, like-
media deserve a vote?
It's
Not
capped.
to be mean.
No, I thought there's like a board, or no? It's literally media.
No,
I hope
it's a
it's not only
variation.
media.
It's a variation.
I don't know.
Um,
This is, I think, literally Dennis Rodman and Draymond Green, like they're like, that's their role. It's pretty cut and clear. They're the glue guys for great teams. Like that, you can't just, brush that under the table. Like that would be the argument in question for the Hall of Fame, and maybe some other things. I don't really know what, but like that would be a huge factor. Besides, like, I mean, that's not really all I can think of because stats aren't good.
okay, I want to flip the coin real quick and talk about the losers here, the Boston Celtics. I feel like nobody's really talking about them. I think they're going to learn a lot from this series, especially Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They just got to be smarter with the ball. I mean, that was atrocious. They were playing like Giannis, but they are not Giannis. They were just trying to drive and hit bodies and try to make a layup. Like that's not you. You're not Giannis. It was bad. I think they're going to learn a lot. I mean, hats off to Udoka, first-year coach, went to the finals. Good for him. I mean, they obviously exceeded their expectations. So I think it was a positive season for the Celtics. We'll see what they do next year.
I'm
My fear
excited
with
to see what they do. Go ahead, Steph.
my fear with the Celtics, with just being in Boston and something, I could see something bad happening. Like they're just a young team that kind of like they just ran out of gas at the end of the year, and people are really on Tatum right now. And I could see people calling for his head, and like that's just not the move, Boston. If you're listening,
Most
thing I like
turnovers
about-
ever in a playoff run. Jason Tatum, 100+ turnovers.
that's
The thing I like about Boston is they just have solid dudes, like all around, like on and off the court. So since they are a young team, you don't need to worry about any of the off the court activities. You know what I'm saying? So if they get, maybe, I mean, Al Horford is that vet player, but if they get like someone who's still adding tremendous value to the team on top of Jason Tatum, I think they'd be freaking killer. But right now, I think it's just a matter of time, and they're going to be great, dude. They've got everything they need, I think.
I think they're a Joe Harris player away. They just need a guy that they can just put in the corner and just
Kyle Korver.
just kick it, and he's just cash.
As we're talking this out, talking about the off the court stuff, that's why the Grizzlies worry me. It's because, like, dude, I think John Morant is just the absolute fool off the court.
I mean, this is obviously a joke. The way John Morant talks on Twitter, you honestly think he's going to pull up and shoot somebody. I'm not even.
What? He's not shooting.
Yeah.
He said he's going to shoot somebody?
Yes.
And I think, like, Pat Beverly, like, he's older, but still kind of crazy, dude. Answering interviews on ESPN in, like, Versace robes and stuff. Come on. Like, set an example for your boys.
Okay, let's get away from the Gucci talk because don't hate a man on
I'm saying I think Celtics have way better leadership is probably.
When did this become a fashion podcast?
They could maybe that's a byproduct of them having to have leadership because Kyrie was supposed to be that leader and he wasn't. So by default, all these guys had to take on leadership roles at 22 years old. So I did find some of Rocco's
hashtag Kyrie to LA.
I found some of Rocco's Warriors talk, 10:43 p.m. timestamp. That's almost midnight on the East Coast. I'm so glad the Warriors win. Fuck. I can now say y'all in the mud. Curry MVP life. I told you, idiots. Recap for the pod tomorrow. Let's go. Shout out Wiggins. Wiggins crucial role.
Oh, Wiggins did phenomenal. We need to talk.
Jason
about
Tatum talking, saying he's Jabari Parker. Just like Jason Tatum is a fucking softy, pussy ass. And then Rajad, I hate your fandom. You're like, ho, square up. Nah, bye. Nothing off the table.
You went on a tear there, Rocco.
Dude, Wiggins. Holy cow. He's a baller. Confirmed.
He was insane. Absolutely.
He's the reason they won.
Yeah, he's the X Factor.
Yeah, he was their X Factor.
I love to see it too. He's kind of a scrub too. What is with dude? The Warriors are kind of nerdy. Andrew Wiggins, dude, nerd.
Nerdy.
Play and his actions, absolutely. Like he's just.
Bro, did you see how high he was in the parade?
He's not a stud off the court. Like
those man's eyes were on Pluto. Holy hell.
Steph Curry's just the dad role, and then Draymond's like probably like beating his kids.
The dickhead stepson.
Yeah.
What's Steve Kerr?
Listen to anybody because he's not like his real dad.
They're like a Blue Mountain State, dude.
They call him Pa.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr is Marty Daniels.
I'm not going to call him dad, even if there's a fire.
Okay, well,
it's an interesting crowd.
Wrap it up. I will say before we transition, I want to recap our prize picks on WeBet that we do every week. Shout out Reggie, 4-0 on the year. I think Jersey Jones went either 4-0 or 3-1 too.
3-1.
Myself and Newman kind of had a late come up. One of those was over Jason Tatum, 0.5 points for me, but I'll take it. Not the best year, but it's a team sport. So 16-4, we went 16-4. Show me a better record than 16-4 over 20 unit bets. That's actually incredibly impressive. So we're going to try and carry that into next season. But Al Horford, 7.5 rebounds hit. Steph Curry over 3-pointers hit. Jordan Poole over hit. Boston starters over their 2 threes in the first 6 minutes hit, and Wiggins over 1.5 assists. We hit 5-leg parlay by the third quarter. Incredible. Props to us. pat ourselves on the
That
back.
is good. What's
As
that?
we're wrapping this
75
up, I just wanted to mention to everybody, except for me, go ahead and get a bottle of Malort.
Except for me.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
We'll be doing that maybe on a live stream here. That was one of the bets, just to kind of recap for those you that don't know. Malort is one of Chicago's homegrown handshake. It's great stuff. It's like apple juice. It goes down pretty easily. Fuck no, it doesn't. It sucks. And we all made some bets at the beginning of what was that, round 2 of like kind of a draft
Yeah.
and it was between Reggie and Jersey Jones, and Jersey Jones took the cake. No prize for him other than avoiding the punishment, which itself is a prize sometimes. So
Yeah.
that'll
I'm
be
pissed.
good.
I'm missing the apple juice. You know.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit sour. But final thing, I guess, wrapping in, I've seen a lot of Kevin Durant talk, a lot of Kevin Durant slander. Does this affect his legacy? Reggie, what do you think?
I think it does. The Warriors did it before he was there, and they did it after he was there. Those are the
But
only two rings.
They did it while he was there too.
I know, but it's kind of saying that they don't really need him. They did it without him before. They did it without him after. They don't really need him. He just went there to get a ring. Those are the only 2 rings he has. I need him to get a ring elsewhere to prove himself. I mean, obviously he's a top 15 player ever, I think. Skills wise, he's top 5, top 10. We haven't seen anything like him, but he needs another ring elsewhere where he is the guy. I mean, he was a guy with the Warriors, but it was A1, him, A2, Steph. So I need to see him win one elsewhere.
Who was driving the bus in Golden State when he was there?
Yeah, I agree. He's A1, but then Steph was A2. Like they it wasn't like an A and B. Like they were, off each other.
They probably would have won a third if Draymond just didn't lose his shit on him one time.
Okay, speaking of all-time greats, we're gonna wrap it up here. Shoot. Who would you put? I was gonna do a little name game of Kevin Durant or this person as far as who would you move up the legacy board, but we'll just keep it to one guy. Steph Curry or Kevin Durant? Who would you rather who would you rather have, 1, and then 2, who's higher on your all-time list?
So if I'm starting a team tomorrow, who would I rather have, kind of thing?
Yeah, not including age, but like, yeah, if they're coming out of college, or who's the better player, you think, like on the floor, and then, but who has the better like all-time list, if that makes sense? Who's higher on the all-time list?
So, I mean, Steph Curry, obviously, but
Is what?
For which one?
I think Steph for both, dude. Honestly, for the all-time, I'd need to like think about it, just like stack up the stats and everything. But I like Steph Curry because he's one of the few NBA players that play on and off the ball. Watch him; he's cutting when he doesn't even have the ball. Most players need to like have a play in place for them to get the ball, and it's just annoying to watch. That's why I like Steph Curry. I'm picking him on my team. Now, Kevin Durant, he obviously uses genetics. Like, he's taller than literally everyone. So like,
Well
that's
done,
good for
Katie.
him. Like, well done. But like, Steph Curry's kind of overcame that, and he makes it work. So that's why I'm taking him.
They don't run a lot of sets for Steph Curry at Golden State.
Okay.
They do, but okay. I mean, let's not get into this. I don't know.
Closing out.
Sure.
Reggie, who
Wrap
you
it
got?
I
Legacy
got,
and player.
for the player, I'm still going to go KD. I thought it was a landslide prior to this year. Still KD over Steph, but I think Steph has closed the gap this year. But I'm still going KD player wise. For the all-time legacy, I'm going Steph. I mean, I think he's top 10 probably now. I think there's a debate, but I think KD's probably 15-ish, around that area. So player wise, going KD. Legacy wise, going Steph.
Exact same thoughts there for me. So I'm on board with you. Jersey Jones closes out.
I'll close it out with saying I think Steph Curry is a better player, and I think he is going to have a better career.
Okay, it's split. Interesting. I thought we'd all be on the KD train, but I guess not. All right, that's going to wrap us up here.
Hold up. I want one last thing. I just want everyone's predictions on 2023 NBA champion. One word. Just give me a prediction, everyone. Newman, kick it
Right
off.
now, I would literally say Celtics. Not even kidding. If they stay the same, they are. I think the Warriors would probably fall off. You heard it here first.
Reginald?
I am going with the Los Angeles Lakers. I think LeBron is going to go crazy. They're going to make some moves. They might get Kyrie, Bradley Beal. Holy fuck. Healthy AD. It's a wrap. And then 2024 prediction, Cleveland Cavaliers. You can book that. Take it over, Hansi.
So for next year, I have the same first team that's I think is going to win every year. So the Cleveland Cavaliers will be the NBA champions next year. But if
You
I'm
were
being
going to say
serious-
Pelicans, Reggie.
If I'm being
Oh.
serious, dark horse, the Mavs.
Yeah.
Oh
Christian
yeah,
Wood.
that's
I'm going to say champions of 2023, the Los Angeles Clippers.
I like it. I like the pick. If they're healthy, I like it.
Yeah. Should be interesting. All right. That's going to wrap us
I
up.
met a
NBA talk. Newman, you getting the last word in? Hey, take us home, Newman.
I was just gonna say I met a Clippers fan today over Zoom and I had no idea what to say. Never met a Clippers fan before. All right, that continue.
Only one California team allowed for everyone.
Lewis and Billy Crystal.
Oh yeah. All right. We out, boys. Catch us next time. NBA season. Got some good stuff coming for you this summer. Let's bounce. Stay hard,
Peace.
of course.